Hi everyone, my name is Oroma Mpi-Reynolds. I am the founder and managing attorney of a special needs law firm called MSR, Legal and Consulting Services. We're based out of Long Island, New York, and also Queens, New York. We serve children from birth to 21 throughout the 5 boroughs and Long Island, Nassau and Suffolk counties. In terms of my practice, I ensure that the rights of children with disabilities are enforced under the federal special education laws, which cover children with individualized education programs, IEPs, and also Section 504 plans for students in need of school-based accommodations. So today we're celebrating World Autism Day, or Autism Month. We've kickstarted that the month of April with recognizing the need to be aware of autism spectrum disorder and also to accept individuals with autism spectrum disorder. So I wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking to you as a parent and also as a special education attorney about what this day and this moment means to me. So as an attorney, I think it's so important that children's programs be individualized and customized to meet their needs. And so I am keenly aware of the fact that ASD is a spectrum and that it manifests itself so differently from child to child, and I'm not a fan of kind of the cookie cutter approach of just grouping children, I guess, based on how they fall on that spectrum, knowing that there is a lot of overlap and so many differences in how a diagnosis of ASD would impact a child in the classroom. There's so many variables. So in my practice, I really advise families to make sure they have a handle on this diagnosis and get evaluations, get independent evaluations if necessary. But really make sure that you and the experts understand what's happening in terms of how your child is relating in the classroom or understanding academic material, and also functioning behaviorally or social emotionally. All of that is very, very important. So as a special education attorney, I'm huge on the medical legal partnerships, making sure that parents have an understanding of what's impacting their child's learning, and also the different strategies and curricula that are available to really hone in and target those areas of weakness. And as a parent, it's hard not to kind of think about how to prepare your child for adulthood. So no matter how young they may be at the time, at this particular time, it's very important to me to kind of think long term and and be quite frank with yourself that we live in a world that was not created, I don't think, with children with autism in mind, in terms of society and how society has panned out. It's not quite set up to typically accommodate a child or an individual with autism spectrum disorder. And so it is really important as a parent that we think about does my child not only know the alphabet and one-to-one number correspondence and pre-literacy and mathematical skills, but do they have the adaptive living skill set, the independent living skill sets, so that when they do eventually leave high school or leave the home, will they be safe? Can they keep themselves healthy? Can they advocate for themselves? So for that reason, I really encourage parents to understand that there are a lot of supports, whether it's through your child's health insurance, whether it's through a Medicaid waivers program in your state, whether it's through your local school district, that we really keep in mind the generalization of skills learned in the classroom to the home setting, but also your child's needs to develop independent living skills and adaptive living skills. So I actually did author an article in Autism Spectrum News. You can see that at autismspectrumnews.org, where I talk about this very topic about transitioning, young people transitioning to adulthood within the special education system, and what the federal laws allow and require school districts to do when your child is in that age range of, between 12 years old and 15 or 16, what that looks like for your child's IEP. So definitely check out my article. It is about transition plans, www.autismspectrumnews.org. And then if you want more information about your child's special education rights, if you want to book a virtual consultation with me, you can do that on my website, which is www.msrlegal.org. Again, that's .org, not .com. And there on my site, you'll also see dozens and dozens of blog posts specifically targeted towards children with disabilities and special needs parenting. The focus is really to look at the developments in education law, especially in light of the pandemic, and with an angle towards the special needs parent. So if you're watching this, you are likely a special needs parent, so I think you will find a lot of value out of those blog posts. So I am trying to do this every Friday evening, hopefully posting sometime between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Time, if possible. So check me out next week, and until then, have a wonderful weekend. To all who celebrate, happy Friday, happy Good Friday, happy Easter, and happy World Autism Day.